Alrighty, so it's time to start our chores. I'm a little late getting started today. It's nearly 5 o'clock. I've got to call the lady in town that I work for sometimes too. I always call her usually I call her on Sunday, and I haven't done that yet, so I'm going to do that too. But anyway, I've been all afternoon, or pretty much all day, I've been signing up for online surveys. Hey, you want to come and see how things are? He's going to come out and have a look. What I'm thinking is, I'm not really doing any work right now to speak of. I do a little bit of work, but not very much. So there's a lot of days and afternoons, where I'm just in the camper there, laid out on the bed, looking at YouTube videos and Facebook and passing the time. If I can spend some of that time earning some money doing these surveys, then it may be worthwhile to do it. Now, it takes a long time, but I mean, I've got a lot of hours to put in over the course of the winter. What I'm thinking is, if I can earn a bunch of Amazon gift cards, then I can use that. I can use them when I go to refurbish my truck, turn it into a camper for Rocky and I to live in. Because there's a bunch of stuff I'm going to have to buy. I'm going to have to buy a new mattress, a narrower mattress. I'm going to be putting like a 3-foot wide mattress in there, which is narrower than the one I have in the camper, because in order to maximize the room in there. And I'm going to need to buy solar panels and batteries and a vent for the roof in order to help with, heating and cooling. I'm going to have to, I'm thinking of installing a diesel heater in it, at least to use at night, to maintain the temperature at night when I'm sleeping. And I could use the propane heater in the daytime. It turns out the propane heater will be more reliable. Not more reliable, but more cheap to run. Because in Canada right now, diesel is over $7 a gallon. For like a US gallon, it's over $7. And what that means is, and apparently a diesel heater will go like 8 hours on the tank, on a gallon of diesel. This is what I'm hearing, that they'll run about 8 hours on a gallon of diesel. Based on my research, that's what I'm hearing. Well, 8 hours on a gallon of diesel, it would cost me a lot more money to run the propane heater if I ran it all the time in there. It cost me a lot more money to run the diesel heater if I ran it all the time in there. But the diesel heater, I can exhaust outside. When I'm building my camper, I can install it and exhaust it to the outside. And so a diesel heater would be okay just to run, say, for 8 hours when I'm sleeping. That's the idea. Turn off the propane heater, which I don't trust to sleep with, because it's you can't exhaust it to outside, eh? So, and the diesel heater would be safer. There's less likely of a gas explosion, less likelihood of a gas explosion with a diesel heater. So in the daytime, when I'm awake and watching it, I would use the propane heater that I already have. But at night when I'm sleeping, we could put the diesel heater on. Plus, the diesel heater has a thermostat, so it'll shut itself down and turn itself back on again when the temperature drops, So as the temperature climbs and goes up and down, it'll do that. Plus, I'm planning to insulate the thing when I build it, and so it should be fine to with insulating it. It should be fine. It should maintain its temperature because it's a much smaller space and it'll be insulated. So it should maintain its temperature better than the camper does. Anyway, so we'll see how that works out. And also, it's good to have a secondary heat source in case for some reason I'm unable to buy propane. You know, the world is such an unstable place right now. If I have two different sources of heat with using two different fuels, if I can't get one fuel, then I may still be able to get the other. So if I can't get diesel anymore, I may still be able to get propane, or vice versa. So it provides a little more security that way. Anyway, if I can get a bunch of Amazon gift cards by doing this, that will help me a great deal with my build. And like I say, it'll take a little of the financial pressure off. It will. Oh, there's an envelope. I wonder, is that mail for me, maybe? It is. Yep, it is mail for me. Okay. Alrighty. Let me look here. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. So you can see the space. It's actually a fairly big space, but once I start building in there, it's going to get a lot smaller. So for that reason, anything I can do to make the space more efficient, I'll do. So that's why I'm going to be wanting to get another mattress, because I don't need as wide a mattress as I have right now to sleep on. And so that'll be part of it anyway. So like I say, there's a bunch of things I'm going to need to buy. And if I'm able to get a bunch of gift cards by doing this, it should be fine. Now, looking at it, you have to do a lot of surveys. Even to earn $5, you got to do a lot of surveys. But like I say, I've got hours and hours and hours of spare time ahead of me. So why not give it a shot? Anyway, we go back down here. My goodness. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Hopefully it'll work out. And yeah, also I want to get a small refrigerator for in there. I'll need to get a charge controller, and really there's a lot of money I'm going to have to spend to build that into a camper if I'm going to do it in such a way that it'll truly be livable for myself and Rocky. And so and so I'm going to do this loosening these caps, because if you tighten them right down, they can freeze shut on you. I've had that happen before. Anyway, so if I can earn some of that money, by doing that, that'll help a great deal. Yeah, I know. I got to remake the bed, sweetie. Let me turn off the light. There you go. Hey, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah, so that's my plan anyway, to earn some money over the course of the winter. So I've been registering on all these sites, and I've already done a bunch of surveys. And some of the sites I already have quite a few points, but then you need to have quite a few to actually earn anything. So I'm not at the point on any of them where I've even earned $5. But with some of them, well, with a couple of the sites, I'm already halfway to earning $5. So I figure in 2 days, if I can earn $5 in 2 days on 2 different sites, that's $10 in a day. I've got about 4 months, 3 or 4 months yet, well, at least 2 months with January and February, rest of January, February, and March. And then even in April, it's mostly going to be rain and stuff. I won't be getting a lot of work in April, but yeah, anyway. So I've got, 2.5 to 3 months anyway, in which I can earn, if I play my cards right, even if I only work at it, say 3 days a week or something like that. I can still earn some money towards this big project I'm going to be taking on. And then I'll only have to be concerned about buying lumber and buying styrofoam insulation and buying screws and bolts and things like that. And all that's going to be expensive enough without having to buy a roof vent and a mattress and a diesel heater and charge controller and an inverter and batteries and solar panels and all that. Yeah. Alrighty. We're in Canada here, so solar panels are really hit and miss. A lot of the time I'll have to use my little generator out there to recharge the batteries. But still, in the summertime, if it saves me in the summertime from having to do it, that's something. All right, we'll see you later.